G'day YouTube, Down to Bricks here. Since I started my channel, I've had a lot of requests from people asking about where I get all my spare parts from, how I sort my parts and where I store them. So today I thought it's about time I actually put that video together for you guys. Now it's not going to be a video that's going to interest everybody, but myself, I don't mind seeing how other AFOLs store their bricks and how they sort them. I do find that quite interesting. So I'll start with where I get all my pieces from. Now you guys know that I actually keep most of my sets together. So where do I get my pieces from? Well, I don't keep every set together. Probably 90% of my sets I do keep together. So the ones I don't get parted out and go into my spare parts. Now the most common place that I get my parts from is of course Bricklink and Lego Shop at Home. So with Lego Shop at Home, in Australia here we have a $200 limit to get free shipping from Lego. So if I really want a set that's $100 or $120, I'll order sort of $80, $100 worth of parts just to make that free shipping limit. There's a couple of bonuses with ordering from Lego Shop at Home. Now on the whole the parts per piece are dearer than Bricklink, but if I make that limit I'm not paying any shipping. I get VIP points, and if there happens to be a promotion that month I might get a free poly or some other sort of little incentive like that. So there's a few little extra things there with Lego that can be a bit of a draw to getting parts from Lego Shop at Home. The other thing is tiles, especially 2x2 tiles. Now that's probably, I haven't looked into it in depth, but to me that's probably the most economic part to get from Lego Shop at Home. Now in Australia here we were paying 10 cents, but a few months back they actually put it up to 11 cents for a 2x2 tile. Now you pay 11 cents for a 1x2 tile, so 11 cents for 2x2 tile is a pretty good deal. Now you normally don't see a lot of Bricklink sellers selling for much less than 11 cents Australian, and if they do, of course, then you've got to add freight. So like I said, there is some little incentives there to order from Lego Shop at Home. But on the whole, the bulk of my pieces do come from Bricklink. So obviously if I'm building a mock and I plan out what parts I need, what I normally do with building a mock, I'll build it as far as I can to get my general size and shape and ideas, get all my ideas out of my head and into a bit of a rainbow build or the like, and then I'll work out a parts list and I'll go to Bricklink and I'll order my parts from there. What always happens with me though is I don't just order those parts. Sometimes I wish I could just say that's all I'm getting, but when I go to the store and have a look around, there's always so many extra goodies that I find that I'll chuck in the shopping cart, and then I'll end up buying a lot more than what I actually need for the mock. So when those parts come in, of course I finish off the mock and what's left over goes into my parts bin. And another way we get our parts is when we expand a modular. So in the city, when we make changes to the modulars, so we might buy 2 modulars, but on the second one we might only use half of those pieces to make those changes. So all of those bricks then go into the parts as well. So just recently, well just this year, we've done the Grand Emporium, the Town Hall and the Detective's Office. So all of those extra bricks from those 3 builds all went into our parts as well. So that's how I get my parts. And then when I have those parts, I actually just dump them all in a container. So here it is here. I actually have 2 of these containers, and what I'll do is I'll just chuck all the parts in there. So I've actually got one that's empty at the moment, so that's really good. And just to talk about that, with sorting, it's not my favourite job. It's not that I hate it or anything, because it's actually a really good feeling when you've got a heap of parts there and you finally get down to the bottom of it and you've put all your parts away, it's a good feeling to say, okay, all my parts are sorted. The problem with me is I always seem to be chasing my tail and I never ever quite get to the bottom of the container. But this time I actually pretty much have. I've emptied the 2 containers I had that were pretty chockers, and but you can see in here, not much in there, but I have actually already started again. So I'm going to, this time I'm going to try not to get so far behind on brick sorting. So that's everything on how I sort of get to the sorting stage. But let's have a little chat now about how I sort my bricks and where I store them. So with sorting of the bricks, when I first got back into Lego, I didn't really have a need so much for parts because I was really only building sets, and I pretty much just chucked all the leftover bits and pieces I got from sets in a tub and really sort of didn't do a whole lot with them. But of course, as I got more into Lego and wanted to start building my own little projects, I really needed a way to start sorting those bricks out. And the first thing that I thought of when sorting bricks was, let's sort them all by colour. So I went through, the missus and I, we went through and we sorted out all the bricks we had, and this is sort of over a couple of years, so we'd actually had a fair few parts sort of in our bin stored up, and so we sorted them all out by colour. And as I started to build mocks, I soon discovered that for me that wasn't the best way to keep the parts, and I'll just give you a little example of that. Say I wanted a 1x2 brick and I didn't really care what colour that I needed, but I might have sort of said, you know, I want a 1x2 brick, and it could be in black, it could be in grey, you know, it doesn't really matter on the colour, but so there's something along those lines of more of an earthy tone or whatever. So what I found is, okay, I want 1x2 bricks. I'd go to my drawers where I have all my bricks, and I'd go through and go, okay, well, I'll look through all the black. I don't have it in black, so I go, I don't have it in grey. And it really started to bother me that I couldn't just go in and grab the part that I wanted and see what colours I had that part in, because I had them all separated by colour. So after we had sorted out and labelled everything and having everything looking pretty, we actually just ripped it all apart and started again. So the second time we actually sorted by brick type, and that to me is by far the best way to have your bricks. So when you want a 1x2 brick, you can go to the drawer and you can grab a 1x2 brick. You can see exactly what colours you have that brick in. So it's definitely the best way to sort your bricks, in my opinion. So let's get on to where I store my bricks. Now I have several stacks of drawers around in this room out here, and hopefully one day I'll get somewhere where I can put all my drawers together, but at the moment they're a little bit separated. I've just got them stashed here and there. But the drawers I have are actually drawers from office desks. So what happened was, there was a company that was getting new furniture for their office building. They actually salvaged these drawers, and really it was just a deal that I took them away and I didn't have to pay anything. So that was pretty sweet, and I've got quite a few of them, and they're just standalone single drawers. So let's go now and I'll have a look at, we won't have a look, I will show you guys what I've got them in, and then we'll go through each drawer and I'll sort of show you a little bit how I've sorted the bricks. Okay guys, so here's the first stack of drawers I have. So there's 11 drawers here in total, and you can see that I've got each one there labelled up. And like I said, these drawers, they're just a standalone unit. So at the moment, eventually one day I'll probably put a backing on to hold them together, but they're really just stacked on top of each other at the moment, so they are their own complete unit. So they're pretty handy little drawers actually. So I'll show you now how I've got my parts sorted in them. Okay, now I've just grown an extra foot. I can show you what's in the top drawer here. So nothing too much. Down in there is just things like sales, stickers and the like. And this bag here, that's just to make our wind turbines. So we actually wanted to have a lot more in our city than we've got at the moment. So I've kept those parts. So one day if we have a bit more room, I'll be able to build a few more. And really just what's in here is just minifigs and the like that I sort of don't have anywhere for at the moment. And the second drawer at the back, that's just some classic space trans pieces, some burps, a heap of brick separators, more burps, some other larger pieces, some bolt pieces. So that's just some clear 1x2 bricks, and they're just to make, there's another bag there, that's just to make stands and that for displays. I've got some Simpsons minifigs here, extra ones. I've got one of the new Hulk, an extra one of those, some horses, some castle, torsos, and a few base plates in here. That, but those two drawers, because I sort of can't reach them too good, they're sort of drawers I just use to store stuff in that I don't need to get to all the time. And now back to earth. So the first drawer, small parts. So pretty broad term, I know, but as I sort of store the parts, you soon get used to knowing which drawers you got what parts in, and it doesn't take you too long to sort of remember that, be able to find where all your parts are. So in these drawers I have two of these larger trays in each drawer. Most of the drawers have two, and then I'll have numerous smaller trays as well. So small parts. So this is really miscellaneous smaller parts. I mean, they're not all small parts, but basically if it's a miscellaneous part, this is where I'll come to have a bit of a gander to see where I've decided to keep it. And then this top one just here. So a quick scan over that so you can see. And then we start to get into the parts that you use more often, and this is again small parts. So this is probably one of the main drawers I go to. So you've got all your 1x2s. So most of this stuff is around a 1x2 size. So you got all your different 1x2 plates, modified plates and the like. Take that out, and some more smaller parts as well in there. And then on the side here again, it's more miscellaneous, so the round dish pieces and tiles with holes and horns or teeth or claws or whatever you want to call those bits. So that's that drawer. And then greebles and small parts. Again, it's small parts and mostly greebles up the top here. Actually, it's really mostly greebles in all these containers here, as you can see. And the thing I like about having the trays like this is when I'm building, depending where I'm building in the house, I can just come and grab a heap of trays and put them all on the floor, and I can sort of get access to multiple parts. So I got a few empty spots in there, and more parts down the side here. Some of the little sections here have multiple parts into there, your little roof fan things, and there your little studs with holes, very useful pieces those. And then of course all the aerial and stick pieces down in there. They're your threes. I've actually got some small hose rigid hose pieces in there, but that's mostly cut rigid hose, and 3 long and then 4 long in there. Next drawer is tiles and 1x plates. So here we go, tiles. Very full, this one. And then down in here up the back is little round tiles, which it's a mix of printed and not printed. There's also printed 1x tiles in there, printed 1x2 tiles, printed 2x2 tiles, some more printed dishes there, printed rounds, plain rounds. That's printed different size for tiles. It's mostly 4 long and 6 long printed tiles there, and 2x4 and 1x plates. There's a few 1x plates in there as well. Down the side here is plates with jumpers, tiles with jumpers. That's sort of all different colours there, black ones, dark grey ones, corner tiles and inverted tiles. There's a bag of just straight grey. So what I'll do, if I've got excess of one colour, I'll just bag it up and then just chuck it in here. So there's light grey, it's got some blue and green, and there's the bigger ones, because originally I used these to help tile bigger surfaces in the city, but I actually found using these and then your 2x2, I sort of find that they don't go too good together, because you get the nice shiny smooth finish on the 2x2 tiles, and this one, the finish on these ones isn't quite as shiny, so I like that sort of shiny look, so I didn't end up using them. And then here, so small plates and 1x plates. So that's all my 1x's. Got corner ones as well. And then it's really just sort of random plates. I mean, it's hard to categorize, you know, a lot of these pieces just with one sort of term, but like I said, once you sort of use the drawers for a while, you soon get used to knowing where you've stashed your parts. And this is, I just call this one plate, so this is just 2x plate, so that one's quite shockers, isn't it? And then some longer ones in there, and the rounds, and a few other little odds and ends over on the side here. Transportation, so this is all vehicle stuff, wheels, bumpers, guards, wheel arches up the back there, all bits and pieces like that. Those pieces probably really shouldn't be in there, but oh well. And down the side here again, it's just train pieces there. These in here, other wheels and engine pieces and whatnot. And down the bottom, it's only one tray in here, and this is Technic. So got all your different Technic pieces here, joiners and gears. Got pins in here, the black and grey ones. I know they have different purposes, but I just chuck them all in together. Got different axle sizes in here, and down in the bottom one with your ones with stoppers and ones with studs on the ends. And then this little one, more pins. And then down in that bottom one, there's just more of the smaller, your little axle, whatever you call them things, your little axle washer pieces, and your longer pins, the pins with the stopper thing on the end, and your flick fire missile stems. And then the bottom one again is just Technic, so this is where you got more of your Technic bricks and the rods. You know, you got your ball joint pieces, all in there, and more random Technic pieces in the bottom, and your little chassis, Technic chassis pieces in there. Okay, here's a second stack of drawers. So there's 8 drawers here. So in the top, this is sort of really all the bricks now. So in the top here, there's all small bricks. So 1x and 1x2s. And down in here, there's some custom printed bricks, log bricks. So all this sort of smaller scale bricks, your bricks, and they're the old brown log bricks there, that's why they're separate, so the old brown. I did just move a bit, I was a bit rough. And the next drawer is again, that's sort of your 1x bricks, but 3 long and up. Got some hinge bricks there, and then the bottom tray is all your bigger bricks. And then the third drawer down, again it's another brick drawer, and this one is again, it's a lot of your smaller bricks, but the modified ones, so hinges and the ones with grooves and clips, and your 1x5s, 1x2x5s, and there we go. And then in the bottom, the 2x bricks and angled bricks. And on the side here, these are all trans. I'll probably end up moving these out of here, but these are all trans cockpit pieces, windscreens, cylinder pieces. That's clear cylinder pieces back there, and some grey cylinders. Check that piece out, that's an old castle window. That's pretty cool, isn't it? I just saw that in someone's store one day and grabbed that. I'll use it for something one day. I really like that piece. And let's squeeze everything back in there. And the next drawer we get down to now is arches and bricks. So these are all your arch type pieces. Really starts to get a little bit random here. You know, there's these sort of modified bricks and arches, and these ones, your inverted arches. And even those things are in here. And in the bottom, again, it's just small bricks, some of your longer 2x bricks and round bricks. And on the side here, there's a gate there, but this is all rigid hoses and ribbed hoses. All in there. Next drawer, miscellaneous. So this is wagon wheel, stairs, wall pieces, barrels, drawers, and little sort of your little box containers there. Those brace pieces, cylinders, crates in the bottom, more wall elements, fences, lamp posts, those window frames there, that's your 5 high, the old 5 high frames, and fence pieces, these big wall elements here. So you've got the castle ones there, and then these are the old western ones in the old brown. with your log brick type styling. These sort of arch pieces, castle ones again. So that's that drawer, and some slippery dips down the side there, and other sort of cylinder pieces and big wheels. I think they're from the Viking stuff. That's from a Western set, that. Next drawer down, doors, windows and plants. So this is all door frames, window frames, you know, little elements to go in your frames. Down on the side here, this is all clear paneling and all your trans paneling for your frames, doors and window all together. Doors and barred doors. And in the bottom is plant pieces. Now soon I'll be doing a show and tell on making trees, and I've actually got a big box in another room that's full of plant pieces. So this drawer is a little bit barren at the moment because most of my plant pieces are for tree building anyways, in a big box waiting for me to do a bit of building. And then the bottom two drawers here are slopes, so all your different types of slopes there, quite full that tray. And then down the bottom, and then on the side here we have some of the printed slopes. There's 2 wide, 1 wide, and then some of your more rounded slopes there. And the bottom one, again, it is just, let me move that mat so I can open it, and it's, you know, all your mainly 2 wide and your sort of wider ones again of your slopes all in there. And the bottom is really sort of more random type slope pieces, some wings, and that's just a big bag of those long slope pieces all in black. So just got bulk of those. It's those ramp type pieces up the back there. Yeah, okay. So in the last stack of drawers, which is over here, I've got 10 drawers just here. Now, I wasn't using these drawers before, but I've had to actually expand out into these, and not everything is quite finished from sorting just yet, but in the top 2 drawers I've got plates. So they're all, yeah, sort of 4 wide, 6 wide plates, a few other random bits up the back there. In this drawer, again, it's more plates, but more sort of modified type plates, and the 4x4 plates and hinge plates. These round bricks that go on these things here, so that's why they're in with those. And on the side, just got a few extra plates there, the 8x16s and your grill ones, these type, all in that drawer. So that's pretty much sorted. Then underneath, this is where it gets a little bit messy because I haven't finished sorting yet. So this is going to be the containers I use to put minifig pieces in. I just chuck those plates in there for now. But so I'm going to be sorting these drawers to have all minifig stuff. So I'll just show you. So this is pretty much what I had before, but I just need to sort this out a bit more because they're starting to fill up a bit. So that's all minifig pieces and accessories, some armor pieces there, and just other sort of random minifig stuff. So I've got to sort that because I've got this big bowl here of all minifig stuff that I need to sort and to go up into those drawers. So here's one I sort of started on with capes That's all me shields. I like collecting shields. That's shields and armour. There's some older CMFs I've just got stashed in there for now. Cannons, I mean, they're not minifigure, but I keep them with the minifig stuff. And just a few random pieces. So I've got to sort all that yet. And the same thing on this side is all the trans pieces. So I've got an empty drawer there. So this one here is actually getting quite full, and I've got pieces mixed in with each other. That's sort of how I had it before, but I'm gonna expand on this a little bit more and spread it out into some other containers. So that's just stuff that has been sorted in the past. And then in this drawer I've got this container here that I have to, this basket that I've got to go through and sort all those pieces out. And I don't think there's anything, just an empty container in that one, nothing in the bottom too. So that's it guys, that's all the drawers. So I probably bored you to death and you would have stopped watching long ago, but anyway. Well, okay guys, that's it. Well, I really hope you enjoyed this video. Got a little snapshot of the inside workings down under. So thank you guys for watching. If you have any questions, please just shoot me a comment and I'll be sure to get back to you. Please give me a thumbs up, that'd be sweet, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.